Here's what most people don't understand about the division between men and women, or the masculine and the feminine, that's playing out in the public domain. These categories represent an entire lens that we look through and make sense of the world with. For example, I identify as a man, so I see the world through a masculine lens. You might identify as something else and see the world through a completely different lens. The problem with that is that we become overly attached to our specific lens and we turn it into an ideology. And when we turn to ideology for our sense making, it becomes something that we have to defend. And then we get really offended when other people don't agree with our way of seeing the world. We end up pathologizing those people and going to war with them. So the issue with the gender war is that we end up actually speaking past one another and completely misunderstanding what the other side is actually on about. And the polarization that comes as a result of that ends up turning into a whole lot of projection, where we point the finger and blame others for the things that we have ourselves disowned inside of us. So men end up disowning their emotional experience and then label women as crazy or too much. Women disown their power and end up pointing the finger and labeling men as toxic or domineering. And that is the inner conflict that then gets externalized and projected out into the world. We're essentially missing this. The yin and the yang, in the part of each that is in the whole or the other, that's what we're missing, and that's what's attempting to be integrated by humanity at scale right now as we speak. Because the deeper truth here is that you are both of these. You are structure and surrender. You are logic and feeling. You are action and receptivity. You're both. You're all of it. You are the full spectrum. And until you integrate these within yourself, you will continue to project your problems and your shadows outside of you, and you'll keep trying to fix or control or blame others for what you have yet to integrate within inside yourself. And in order to move forward, we actually need to zoom out and start to see masculine and feminine energetics as two sides of the same coin. Polarity is the tension between those two opposing poles, the masculine and the feminine, and it's actually something sacred, but only when it's embodied and not pathologized or weaponized. We need to see the conflict as an invitation or a mirror that's showing us what we have yet to heal and evolve into. And we need to see gender as a dance and not just something to debate. The war ends when we stop trying to win the argument by making the other side wrong and start transitioning to wholeness, understanding, love, and inclusion. That is the way forward.